Hey guys, welcome once again. My name is DJ George Jet, and welcome to the DJ Talk Show. And the returning champion is DJ Decade. How you doing, DJ
Good,
Decade?
man. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy late Thanksgiving.
Oh yes, happy Thanksgiving. Did you have good dinner?
I had a good dinner, man. Yeah,
I
good
hope.
dinner.
Yeah, hope you had some turkey.
Of course, turkey stuffing, potatoes. Yeah.
All right. So, what's on your mind today?
Well, I have a couple things, but the main thing is that I was hired about 3 weeks ago to do. It was supposed to be one night a week at a
Okay.
place, and it turned out to be 3 nights a week on the
Nice.
on the weekdays on a in a place. And the pay was well, this and that, and it was easy job, easy gig, whatever. And I did my job for the past 3 weeks. Had no issues, no problems, whatever. And last night, I got a text from the owner stating that it's costing him more money. He's not increasing sales, blah blah, this and that. So he's gonna cut me, from working there, because I'm not increasing sales.
Okay.
So it's not my job to increase sales. One, and here's the reason why there's no sales increasing, is because they just did a rebranding of a new name. They changed the name of the place, same place, but they changed the name. They
Okay.
have no Instagram, no Facebook, no promotions. So how are people gonna know about the place? They have a DJ, except I'm the one both making a flyer and posting,
Huh.
promoting the place when I'm DJing there.
Right.
So there's and it's on a weeknights. It's on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. Where most people don't go out on a Monday or Tuesday at all. Wednesday
Correct.
night is it's a decent night. It's not slam, but it's good crowd.
That
You
area is
know,
a touristy area, right? Where you're mixing, where you're playing at.
it's very touristy. Yes,
Okay.
very
But there
touristy.
are tourists during the weekdays there, but not as much on the weekends, obviously.
Correct.
As
And
much.
and there's 20 places right next to where I'm working that other people they can go to as well.
And
This
they
is not
all
the
have
only.
DJs.
No, they don't have all
Oh,
DJs,
okay.
but they have like a band. One place has a band. One place has like a jukebox. One place has this and that.
Right.
One place does have a DJ right across the street from me on Tuesday nights.
Okay.
It's a friend of ours.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say his name,
No, of course
but
not.
it's a friend of ours.
Okay.
And the text was like, it's costing him more money than he's making. He's not increasing sales, but blah blah. And you know what? Originally I would have been upset and got mad at it, but you know what?
Yeah.
It is what it is, and
It is what it is, right? Now
it's
let me
like
ask you let me ask you this. When you went in it, did what was the reason he told you he wanted to hire you? I mean, he just
um
wanted a DJ there and that's it?
no, pretty much another friend of ours who used to DJ there when it was the older name of the
Yeah.
place um didn't want to do that anymore
Got it. So
because
basically
because
you
he because
replaced
he,
him.
he
You replaced him.
oh
So the
he referred me
okay.
that I met with the owner. I went there to meet with the owner and talk to him, this and that, so he can meet me. I could talk to him, find out what he wants to do, blah blah. And then it became from one night to 3 nights a week,
Right.
and that was that.
Did he tell you the reason he wanted you 3 days out of the week?
He wanted to try something to see if it brought in anything better to his business, I guess.
Okay. So in his mind, he wanted to see if he was going to increase his sales by getting more people there because you were there two more nights.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. But he never discussed that with you.
No, he didn't say like I had to bring people or that that
No,
this is on.
obviously you're not it's not your job to bring people. As a DJ, you're not that's not your job. You're playing at his establishment. But he I think what he thought that he was going to get more walk-ins or people because you were there because there was a DJ there. Do
But
you
just
think
because it's
that
DJ there doesn't mean people are going to go there. I mean, you could,
I agree. I
yeah.
agree, but like I said, what is his objective of having a DJ there three times a week instead of just one day out of the week or whatever day he wanted to do?
He really didn't say the objective.
Hmm.
His son was the one who was pushing a DJ, especially for Wednesday nights, because he wanted to do in the biz night and get a younger crowd there
So
because the
did he the demographics was what older?
the demographics are about 45 to about 65,
Okay,
70.
older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but the demographics there are that old because of the area that
Correct.
you're in, and also
Correct.
because the tourists are normally older people that are visiting families or snowbirds or whatever,
Correct.
and
Exactly.
that's why they're older.
No, of
But
course.
now, other question, you were, I guess, playing what, like top 40 music?
I played everything from disco to today's music to some hip
Everything.
hop to rock. Yeah.
Did you see people engaging as far
People enjoyed it.
as,
Yeah. People
yeah?
people were on the street walking by, bobbing their heads. People dance in front of
Did you
me.
see
You
them like
know.
maybe they saw you and they walked in, or they just kept on going?
They would hang out outside, like in front of me. Like there's a bunch of
See,
tables and seats and stuff,
seedings, yeah.
so they can sit there and hang out. And they would hang out there, or people would start dancing in front of me. People around at the bar where I worked, were bobbing their heads and
Right.
stuff. So
So
you know,
obviously, having a DJ there, they had uh, longer sitting business, meaning people would come by, sit down, either order a drink or a burger or whatever it might be, but they would stay there a little longer because there was music playing. There was somebody live mixing the music
correct,
and going all over the place from disco to current and all that stuff, right?
correct,
Right. And
yeah,
yeah, you know, those are one of those things where, DJs nowadays. Actually, let me rephrase that. If we go into an establishment because they hired us as DJs,
hmm
we look at it two ways. They hired us, we make money. Who cares what the reason for them, or for whatever reason they hire us? Who cares? We
exactly,
go in, we make our money, we leave.
right,
That's it.
yep,
We don't say, hey, let's do these specials, let's do these flyers, let's do these advertisements. We're just there to play music. Now, if the owner or the manager comes up to us and says, hey, I want to increase my business, I want to keep people here longer, I want to start maybe in the biz, and then we get to talk to them and we say, okay, well, how are you going to know how much more money you're making by investing money in having a DJ there?
right.
Okay.
Well, here I did bring in a company to help him with his marketing, his social media, to start his branding
Okay.
because he has none.
He
I
has
brought a
none,
company
right?
to him when we met. I brought a company to him that does everything: the flyers, the branding, the marketing, the
Okay.
websites, the whole thing like that. And they gave him a proposal, and he was like, "Well, let me see how much it costs to do a la carte. If we do it, piece by piece, because he didn't want to spend, all that money at once.
Right.
Because he's not making it the money. But you hired the DJ for 3 nights a week. You're spending XYZ money for
Right.
me. You know,
Right. They're spending more money on you than it is on marketing.
they're not spending any money on marketing. They have
Oh,
no
they're
marketing.
not. Oh,
No, they didn't sign any contract with the people I brought into them for them
wow.
yet. So they have no Instagram, they have no
Wow.
Facebook, they have nothing, no promotions, no nothing, and I'm
Yeah.
the only one promoting it because when
Right.
when I make a flyer,
Right.
I promote it.
Right. And then they get your flyer and they put it on their
No,
whatever.
I don't I don't give them my flyer
You
because
know.
it's
Right.
no, they
It's
have nowhere to put it.
it's
They have nowhere to
amazing.
put it.
Right. They don't know. It's amazing how many companies are out there, that just have no clue. They just hire a DJ. They figure, let's just pop a DJ in this spot and our sales are going to increase. That's
Yep,
it. That's just the way they think. And they're so, so wrong. That's not the way we work. It's not,
exactly.
you just, you know, it
Well,
doesn't
it's like
work
it's
that
like the,
way.
it's like the venues who say, "Oh, do you have a following? Can you bring 100 people through the door if I hire you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I have a following, but I can't guarantee I'm going to bring one person,
Right. Right.
10 people." You
Right.
know,
Well, not only that, there's a lot of different things. There's just a lot of different reasons why you can't do what we do. What we do. Um, I had that same issue with the disco funk night that I was doing,
hmm
and I branded that day that way. But then I had people from Paradise Garage showing up, and I had people that wanted to do, um, like older crowd, like in their 60s and
right, right.
70s,
uh
and those two don't match because the
No,
music that one crowd wants to hear, the other one doesn't want to hear.
Yep.
And then you have a tourist that walks up and says, "Hey, could you play some B-52s and Jimmy Buffett?" And they're
Exactly.
like, "Well, that's kind of disco, isn't it?" I'm like, "Well, yeah,
Not
but
really.
so I just had to stop the night because it was just going nuts.
Well,
Um,
especially the location where you're playing at, it's a
Tourist.
very touristy,
Yeah.
and you got to play to everybody. You can't
Right.
play this to one
Right.
genre. You have to
Right.
play for
But
a
right,
whole
right,
diverse crowd.
right. But we did do a salsa night there. We
Right.
do a salsa night, and it went really, really well. But let's digress back to what we were talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you make it a theme night and things like that, might work. But these owners just don't understand how DJs work, and
Right.
your marketing, and you brought in a social media marketing firm. They didn't take advantage of that. They figure, let's just pay DJ Decade X amount of money per day,
Right.
and just because we have a DJ here, people are going to start coming in,
Exactly.
and apparently that's not the case. And
Yeah.
this, if there's a manager, we're going to tag this video for managers and bar owners and things like that. That way you guys could understand how, talk to the DJ. If you hire DJ Decade, talk to him. He's a marketing expert. He knows things that work. Talk to him. Talk to him and say, hey, how could I increase my business? And if he offers you a social media person, hire the person, because just having a DJ at your establishment is just
Not
not
gonna do
gonna
anything.
it's not gonna do
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly.
Right.
But I mean, in today's world, I mean, you know it just as well as I do that every venue must be on social media, no matter what. Whether
Correct.
it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is. I mean, they got to be on social media.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
because everybody's going on social media to find the venue, I mean, the venue, the restaurant. Where to go eat, where to go party, where a DJ is, what kind of music they're playing. You got to have social media somewhere because in today's world, it's almost 2020.
Hmm.
That if you have no social media, I mean, you're gonna die.
Right. Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, it's a learning curve for these people. So, they don't know. Again, some of these are managers that, have worked at a bar or worked at a restaurant. They're not experts at marketing. They just think they know what's going to work,
Yep.
and it just doesn't.
Exactly. And also, this guy has a live singer on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay,
Unbelievable.
that he's singing Latin music only Latin music.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
but he's paying this guy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is probably I'm sure it's probably busier because it's a weekend.
Hmm.
Than what I'm playing. So but you're paying X amount of dollars for this Latin singer guy. You're probably paying more than you're paying me
Right.
because he's actually singing.
Right.
And you're telling me I'm not increasing business, but you put this guy on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You put me on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's a big difference
Right.
as far
Exactly.
as the
Exactly.
crowd goes.
Exactly.
You know.
Well, did you, after you received the text, did you talk to him
Oh,
verbally,
I'm
not
gonna
through
go in
text?
Wednesday. He wants you to work Wednesday because they're having some
Christmas party or
free
something?
lighting Christmas thing on that block area.
Right.
So he wants you to
So
play for that.
here's my suggestion. Go ahead and work that day.
I am.
Okay. It's Wednesday. See if you can schedule a meeting prior, maybe Tuesday. If not, the following week.
No, I'm gonna go in
But
early on Wednesday and talk to him
yeah,
before.
but you know what? If you go early, he's going to be tied up doing his day to day job. And he's not going to dedicate time to you. He's going to give you 5 minutes, and he's going to be looking over your shoulder to make sure that he's not needed on other things. He's not going to concentrate. You need to meet with him on a outside base, like not at the location, like either at Starbucks or across the street or somewhere away from the restaurant, and have a conversation with him on his objectives, on how you can increase the, how the social media is going to work for him,
Mhm.
and then go from there.
But I've already brought that to him.
I understand, but you have to talk to him again because apparently, if he lets you go, he thinks maybe you're the problem, and you're not the problem because it doesn't matter what DJ he puts there, it's going to have the same issue.
But George, every venue that you've worked at, I've worked at, every venue always blames the DJ. Oh, I'm not increasing sales, and this is it's not busy enough. It's we're not busy tonight. Oh, it's the DJ's fault. And you could be playing the best music, the right music, this and that, but have no crowd there. They're gonna blame the DJ.
Well, I mean, they can blame the DJ. They can blame whatever whoever they want to blame. But if they're not doing marketing, having a DJ there is not going to increase their sales, period, unless they're
Exactly.
doing marketing and bringing people in. The DJ is only going to keep people there once they're inside. They're
Exactly.
going to stay
Correct.
longer. They're going to stay longer at the bar drinking and consuming. And instead of eating their burger and having one beer, they're like saying, you know what, let's just stick around here. It's a vibe going on. And I'll
Right.
have, one or two, three, four, five more beers. And that's where they're making their extra money. Not
Right.
that they're just going to all of a sudden walk in because there's a DJ there
Exactly. They're
unless
not.
they like the music.
Right.
But we kind of talked about that already. So my
Yeah.
solution is talk to the guy. I like to talk to people outside of their establishments. I don't want to talk to them at their locations because I'm telling you, his brain's not going to be with you. His brain's with a back. Did the order come in? Did the beers come out? Did the ice machine? Did the cook arrive? He was arriving late. His brain is somewhere else. He's not with you.
Well, the owner is not there.
Or the
He has
manager,
he has
whoever
a
it is
general
that runs it.
manager that runs the place
Right.
and his son,
Yeah. I like to go to decision makers, man.
but
Try to.
he's the main he's the money guy, so he's a decision maker.
All
He's the
right.
owner, so
Okay.
he's a decision maker.
Well, whatever you can,
Oh,
try to talk to him one on one without having interruptions. Say, yeah, I need 15 minutes of your time.
right. I'm
Don't.
playing Wednesday, and I know he'll be there Wednesday, so I'm gonna go Wednesday early, and I'll call him up Wednesday morning.
Well, let me know
Be like, hey,
how it goes.
let's meet, blah blah, XYZ time,
Right.
whatever, and see what happens.
Right.
But he also said, he wanted to see what other options that I could come up with, and I'm like,
Yeah, his options meaning how cheap could you go?
right,
Right.
I can't go any cheaper than what I'm doing
Right.
already,
Right.
you know.
Right. Well, they don't understand. Sometimes you have to make them realize that if they're selling a drink for, what's the average drink sales there? What is a mixed drink or whatever cost there, or beer, for example? Any other
Bucks,
pricing?
$4 or $5 probably,
Yeah, it's probably more than that.
depending
Yeah.
on what beer I'm guessing. Yeah,
Oh, for beer. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, they're making huge profits on the beer. They're making
of
800%
course,
profit on the beer. So,
right.
I always say, how many beers does it take, or how many cocktail drinks does it take to pay off the DJ for a whole night? You know,
They could probably do, I don't know,
in
20
20 and
drinks,
20,
20
and
drinks.
20 drinks they paid for your whole night.
Yeah, correct.
So anything over that, they're golden because it's all
Right.
profit.
Exactly. But when he's saying he's not increasing sales, I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
not. It's not my job to increase your sales. I'm there to play music, you
gotcha.
know. And he
Well,
can't.
anyway, that's the solution, man. I mean, we can sit here and repeat the same thing over and over again, but the solution is you talking to the manager and see what you can do, and report back to us. Let us know what he said. Uh, I know.
Yeah,
It's about all I can say, man.
I guess. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this is the DJ Talk Show, and we have DJ Dekade with us. Thank you, Dekade, for sharing this. And I know this just happened today, right?
Well, I got the text last night while I was working.
Right. So,
Not for him, but I was working somewhere else, and I got the text.
well, I'm glad you came to the DJ Talk Show and told us your story because I'm sure other managers and other bar owners could see this and they can see the frustration that we have when they don't really know, you know, the purposes of having a DJ in an establishment and thinking you're just going to increase your sales because you have one there.
I mean, it's like me. It's like me going outside my house and DJing right now. I might get people walking by, bobbing their heads, but nobody's gonna come to my house and be like, "Yo, let's," I want to book you for a party. You
Right,
know what
right,
I
right.
mean?
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming back. And if you have any comments, please make sure you guys go to the comment section and leave a message. And we are signing off. Sign off.